Gentleman from Alexandria, Mr. Ebbin.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Speaking to the bill.
Gentleman has the floor.
First, I want to make clear that I don't question the sincerely held beliefs, religious and otherwise, of the gentleman from Grayson. And I want to also acknowledge that I do not rise to speak for the majority. I rise to speak for the minority. I rise to speak for Jews, for Gentiles, for atheists, for Muslims, for Buddhists, and others who have different religious beliefs. I think that we should focus in this debate on lines 22 and 23 of the legislation and contrast that to the new language that's proposed. No man shall be compelled to frequent or support any religious worship, place, or ministry whatsoever. No man shall be compelled. And that's an important portion of our existing State Bill of Rights. Then we look at lines 28 to 31, where it says, to secure further the people's right to acknowledge God according to dictates of their conscience, and then on line 30, to recognize their religious beliefs, heritage, and traditions on public property. There's a vast difference between changing the meaning of this 200-year-old language. I'm not as eloquent as others are on this, so I'd like to quote James Madison, the architect of the Constitution. In 1822, Madison said that an alliance or coalition between the government and religion cannot too carefully be guarded against. He also said that religion and government exist in greater purity without the aid of government. This resolution purports to promote religious freedom for all, but rather would give the religious majority the opportunity to promote its own sectarian religious beliefs and symbols to the exclusion of others, intended or not. I'd be interested in hearing if the supporters would like to allow religious expression in the public square extending to teachings from the Quran or the walls of your children's schools recognizing Buddhist and Sikh holidays. But I don't need to ask, it's rhetorical. Public displays and exercises of religion are inevitably and inherently exclusionary. Any symbols, beliefs, and practices are extremely unlikely to be anything but Christian due to their sheer numerical superiority and political influence. This will amount to an implicit endorsement by the state of one religion over others, which is unconstitutional, and will reinforce religious minorities' sense of exclusion from participating equally in civic life. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.